So we've got some other victims, guests. That is just heaven to me. Oh, so good. Right people, this week I'm a little bit tight for time, so I want to do you a super speedy recipe that's got a number of cheats in there that you can get out easy and quick at home, and it's for my veggie posse because we're doing a cheese and onion pie. So, 2 onion flavours from the onion family, leeks and onions, and one of their best mates, celery. Let's get that little lot chopped down. Now on a medium heat, good glug of vegetable oil into your pan, and then a couple of knobs of butter, and bring those up to a bubble. Now drop your onions in. Okay, so I'm going to let those onions take on some colour, cook down, and have a bit of sweet caramelisation going on. In the meantime, I'm going to chop the leeks and the celery to go in. Now, because leeks grow out and through the soil, they always have soil within them, so you always need to give them a wash. So just put them into a bowl and give them to somebody to clean. Okay, now the reason why I've got onions, leeks and celery is they all add a slightly different sort of oniony sweet vibe to this pie, and that vegetable sweetness is going to go so well with the cheese. And I prep them in different ways because that means that cooks in different ways, which delivers different sweetness in different ways. Now, the onions that I've got in there are just beginning to char and brown on the sides. That's the time to get everything else in. Okay, now we're going to start adding the herb element to this. So just get your thyme and just start pulling it and dropping it in. You don't want any stalk in there. You're just looking for those beautiful, beautiful aromatic thyme leaves. Thyme and onion, thyme and cheese. Now you can see I've done a really good dusting of thyme over the top. These are simple ingredients, but we're really focusing on the detail to really deliver a really essential, beautiful pie. Let's mix those in. So salt, pepper, freshly cracked pepper, gonna work great with the cheese. And then at this point, I'm gonna add some more butter in there, just to really give it that Moorish depth. So stir it in and then add the butter. Okay, so we've got all those vegetable flavours that have got all that sort of sweet, clean vegetable vibe. We're going to have a white sauce in there, and we're going to have cheese in there. That's really those sort of heavy flavours. And so we're going to put a little bit of white wine vinegar to deglaze the pan, bring it together and have some acidity to cut through everything. So in she goes. Okay, so reduce that vinegar down for 3 or 4 minutes, and then you want about 1.5 tablespoons of Dijon mustard and 500 ml of white bechamel sauce. Now let's just check a little bit for seasoning. Oh, it's so nice. It's sweet, it's got the acidity of the vinegar. That on its own is delicious, but now we're going to add the calming and Moorish element of the cheese to give it some body, but to make it really Moorish. And so I'm using a strong cheddar because I want that to cut against the mustard and the vinegar that's in there. Okay, let's just want to get that balance of cheese. Needs more. Just crumble it in. I don't mind, to be honest, if it's not all melted in, so that when you eat and you cut into the pie and there's a little balm of cheese, lovely. So it just needs a little bit more cheese in there. Always taste as you go, that's the way to cook, right? Okay, so now let's transfer the mixture into your pie dish. Okay, so that is done. I mean, just look at it. That is so, I could just go at that now, but we're gonna put a pastry top on it. So now we're gonna put a puff pastry on the top. I've just bought this puff pastry. If you wanna make your own, knock yourself out, spend the rest of your life doing it. A little bit of flour onto your tabletop, and then we're just gonna roll this out for a nice top. Okay, so I've rolled that out to fit over the pie dish. So I'm just gonna put it on and then trim it down. So we're just gonna go round and lift over the pastry lid and push it down so it all sits nicely in there. Right, I'm just gonna go round and pinch and squeeze, pinch and squeeze, pinch and squeeze to just cause a crust around the outside, and then I'm gonna cut off the excess. Okay, now, key elements to a good pie. Great filling, beautiful pastry. To get the pastry perfect on this, we're gonna egg wash it, but we're only going to use an egg yolk. I'm gonna whisk it up, put it on, and then we apply once before it goes in, and then when it comes out, we apply again. And that way, you're gonna get a beautiful golden pastry. Okay. Now we need to do just a little crisscross in the top to allow all the steam to come out, and then we're dropping it in the oven at 200 until it's golden brown. And then just to add for garnish and for a bit of flavour, we're just going to put this thyme in the top. Right, shall we have a look? Whoa, look at this little beauty. Okay, and then just to finish off, one small little bit more of egg wash. And then back in the oven for a couple more minutes. Now just look at that beauty. Flaky golden pastry. You've got that gumptious mixture on the inside. Oh, so Moorish. So Moorish. Oh, I cannot stop eating it. That is just heaven to me. Oh, so good. Right, for a slice of pie, what do we think that's worth? What do you think it's worth? Let me know in the comment box below, people. I reckon it's got to be worth £6 a slice of pie. Yeah? Let's take it out there and see what people will pay. All right, now I've bagged home economist Jack to try it. Go on, get in there, son. Try and eat without getting it over your face, yeah?
No, I'm a messy man, mate.
What would you pay for a full slice of pie?
£4.
4 quid? Are you joking? Sling your up, go on. So we've got some other victims, guests. Okay, who are you?
Jake.
And?
Nadine.
Okay, right, I'm gonna get you a nice slice of boom, okay. So this is fresh out the oven. It's got quite a tangy sweetness to it. Do it. Get a bite, tell me what you think. Cheese, sweet onions, tanginess of the vinegar, Moorishness of the thingy, not the thingy, the pastry case.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice.
What do you mean, Ashley?
Oh,
that's good.
You don't have to be surprised. Good, you enjoying?
Yeah.
Tell me about the taste you're getting.
Like soury, oniony,
yeah.
crunchiness.
Yeah. Now, what do you think a quarter, one big slice is worth? What would you pay for one slice of pie?
£2.
£2?
Yeah, around £2 to £3.
£3? Okay. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Good on you. Thank you.
That's delicious, that, by the way.
Good. Wow. Looks like I'm having to eat humble pie. I think I overpriced it. £6's a bit much for a veggie pie. It's still mega tasty. Oh, it's so good. So if you're liking what we're doing and you're loving the new street kitchen, then subscribe and increase the peace. Nice one.